Hey everybody, Mike here. Today, I have a rather interesting and exciting announcement. I've known about this for a while, but I haven't been able to properly cover it until now. Years ago, when I covered Henry's Amazing Animals on my channel, I emphasized my childhood obsession with the series, while I was disappointed that I may never collect a full run of the show. Out of the 52 episodes that aired, I had amassed 45 VHS tapes in my collection. Thankfully, the search has finally ended. I can finally say, Henry's Amazing Animals has been fully recovered. Thanks to the incredible efforts of fans across the internet, we now have a complete set of all 52 episodes, and I have compiled them into a single collection available now on my Internet Archive link. I'd like to extend a special thanks to Ren the God of Humor for their amazing work in preserving the series on YouTube as well. For the longest time, I was worried that this show had become lost media forever given its scarcity. Most of the episodes are almost impossible to find physical copies for, and in years past, only a few were ever properly preserved. When I was in high school, I even went as far as to contact the producers, the Dorian Kindersley Company, directly, and I asked them if they could sell me a full collection. Surprisingly, they did respond, but sadly they informed me that the series was so aged that even they no longer had it in their archives, which seemed very unusual. If you're familiar with the series, or just curious, Henry's Amazing Animals was an educational kids show produced by Dorian Kindersley and Partridge Films that ran from 1996 to 1999, spanning 4 seasons. Each episode followed a wisecracking green gecko named Henry as he learned about animals, habitats, and adaptations. Henry acted as the comedic sidekick to an unnamed narrator while constantly cracking jokes, misinterpreting facts, and breaking the fourth wall, but he was never annoying. He had his charm and clever wit that made him the heart of the show. He was voiced by Eric Myers, who's best known for his TV roles such as A Hologram for the King, as well as several video games, including the role of Foster from Beyond a Steel Sky. The narrator, on the other hand, played the straight man, correcting Henry's misinformation and guiding the educational content. He was voiced by Tom Clarkhill, whose warm but firm tone balanced the humor with authority. Clarkhill would later go on to lend his voice to several video games, with some of his most iconic roles being Rico Velasquez from Killzone 1 and Killzone Liberation, and Carl Fairburn in the Sniper Elite series. Together, the duo created a really unique dynamic that made the show both hilarious and genuinely informative. During the show's run, a small collection of merchandise was released, including a board game, which I had covered back when I first started the channel, and a PC Activity Center game. There were also hints that more merchandise was planned. In the episode Extinct Animals, you can actually spot a few Henry plush toys in the background, but as far as I know, those were never mass-produced. I've never seen them listed on eBay or anywhere else, so they remain a bit of a mystery. Watching the final episodes for the first time really brought back that childhood wonder, but it also reminded me of how fragile media can be. Shows like Henry's Amazing Animals weren't just left off streaming platforms, they were simply forgotten. And this is not an isolated case. In an age where we assume everything is just one click away, it's easy to forget how much content, especially children's programming, is quietly vanishing. Whether it's due to licensing, corporate neglect, or just time, so much media is at risk of being lost unless fans step up to preserve it. That's why this recovery matters. It's not just nostalgia, it's preservation. It's making sure a piece of history doesn't fade away. So, whether you grew up with Henry's Amazing Animals, or you're discovering it for the first time, I hope this archive brings you the same joy it brought me. You can check it out right now using the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care.